What if I told you that high cholesterol might not be the reason people get heart attacks? Sounds dangerous, right? Because for decades, we've been told a simple story. High cholesterol equals high risk. High LDL equals even worse. And a statin equals safety. But here's the uncomfortable truth. More than half of heart attacks happen in people with normal cholesterol, which means millions of people did everything right and still got the outcome they feared most. So either the rules don't work, or we've been playing the wrong game. And today, we're opening that door. Hey, welcome back to BioMind Zone. If you're new here, this channel is about understanding how the body actually works, not just repeating headlines. No extremes, no fear-mongering, just physiology, metabolism, and clarity. Today is cholesterol part 1, not to tell you what to believe, but to give you the full picture most people never get. Because once you see how cholesterol, insulin resistance, inflammation, vitamin D, particle size, mitochondria, and even your blood sugar markers connect, everything clicks. Cholesterol is not the enemy, it's a building material. Let's start with the most surprising fact. Cholesterol is not a poison. Your body treats it like a precious raw material. It's used to produce hormones like testosterone, estrogen, cortisol, build strong and flexible cell membranes, create vitamin D, make bile so you can digest fats, support brain cells. Once your brain is nearly 25% cholesterol, here's the key detail most people miss. You only eat a small portion of your cholesterol. Your body makes most of it, on purpose. In fact, when inflammation rises or cells need repair, the liver often produces more cholesterol, not less. Because cholesterol is part of the body's repair and adaptation system, rising levels are often a signal, not a mistake. So when someone says your cholesterol is high, the real question becomes, high compared to what baseline? In the 1980s, normal was under 300. Today it's under 200. And the goalposts keep moving, not because human biology changed, but because the numbers did. Now let's address the big one. LDL is not bad cholesterol. It's a transport system. Think of LDL like a delivery truck. Its job is to move fat-based energy to tissues that need it. The truck itself isn't good or bad. What matters is how many trucks are on the road, how long they stay there, and what condition they're in. So when we reduce LDL to a single number, we're not simplifying the truth, we're ignoring it. Here's what standard blood tests don't explain. There are two very different LDL patterns. Large, fluffy LDL, soft, buoyant, unlikely to cause damage, and small, dense LDL, compact, reactive, more likely to enter artery walls. Most routine tests only measure LDL-C, a single number. They don't show particle size, count, or behavior. It's like knowing the total weight of all vehicles in a city, but not knowing how many there are, how fast they're moving, or if traffic is backing up. The most dangerous pattern researchers see isn't high cholesterol alone. It's a high number of particles paired with small particle size. Clinically, this is often reflected in markers like ApoB, which tells us how many potentially harmful particles are actually circulating. High amounts of small, dense LDL particles. That combination tells us the system is under metabolic stress. So the real question becomes, what transforms LDL into its dangerous form? The real culprit, insulin resistance. This is where the story flips. Small, dense LDL doesn't come from eggs. It doesn't come from olive oil. It doesn't come from eating real food. It comes from metabolic stress. When insulin resistance is present, LDL particles stay in circulation too long. Insulin signals become distorted. The liver keeps releasing lipoproteins, but tissues stop responding properly. That creates traffic. And traffic is where damage happens. While circulating too long, LDL particles get damaged by sugar, oxidize, shrink, trigger inflammation. In simple words, when blood sugar control is poor, LDL stays in the system too long, and time is what turns it dangerous. And that's critical, because plaque doesn't form in the bloodstream. It forms inside the artery wall. This only happens when the artery lining, the endothelium, becomes stressed and permeable. High blood sugar, inflammation, oxidative stress, poor sleep, and chronic stress all weaken this protective barrier. Small, dense LDL can then slip inside, provoke an immune reaction, and slowly build plaque. Once inside, it's not cholesterol that causes the problem, it's the immune response to damaged particles. What drives this process? Chronically high blood sugar, oxidative stress, inflammation, poor sleep, chronic stress, low vitamin D, mitochondrial dysfunction, not cholesterol. And this explains a big paradox. Why people with normal cholesterol still have heart attacks? That's why modern cardiology research has been shifting away from cholesterol alone and toward metabolic health, including triglycerides, HDL patterns, glucose control, and inflammation. Here's the part most people don't expect. Lowering cholesterol on paper doesn't automatically lower risk in reality. You can silence the alarm without turning off the fire. And that leads us to statins, which we'll cover in depth in part 2. But for now, remember this: a calm metabolism equals calm LDL. A stress metabolism equals dangerous LDL. Now, if all this sounds overwhelming, pause. Most people didn't fail their health. They were simply never given the full rules of the game. You don't need perfection, you need direction. Small changes don't always look dramatic on blood tests at first, but they improve the internal environment faster than most people expect. What matters most isn't chasing numbers, it's reducing constant metabolic pressure. That means stable blood sugar, real whole foods, healthy fats, quality sleep, sunlight and vitamin D, daily movement, stress regulation. Support the environment and LDL behaves again. Let's lock this in. Cholesterol is not the cause. LDL is not bad by default. Particle quality matters more than quantity. Insulin resistance is the real accelerator. Endothelial health determines access. Fix the environment and risk drops naturally. That's not alternative thinking. That's systems biology. Genetics may load the gun, but metabolic health pulls the trigger. You are not broken. Your body has been adapting, and now you're learning how to guide it instead of fighting it. It's responding exactly as designed. In part 2, we'll break down why statins often miss the root problem, how extremely low cholesterol can backfire, and which markers actually predict real cardiovascular risk. If this gave you clarity, hit like. It helps this kind of content reach people who need it. And if you want part 2, subscribe and turn notifications on. Drop a comment. Did this change how you view cholesterol? This isn't about fear, it's about understanding. And we're just getting started.